Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Matt and in today's video we're going to be playing Travel Simulator 3 and going back to Princess Juliana Airport in Sint Maarten. If you've not seen any of my other episodes, feel free to check them out on the channel and there will be a link in the description to the last episode. If you do have any questions, comments or feedback at any point during this video, then please drop them in the comments and I'll take a look as soon as I can. So into this video then, it's something that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I want to get back to Sint Maarten, but we're going to kind of play more of kind of the heavies, a little bit of retro stuff in there. So straight away I'll give you the spoiler. There is an Air France A330-200 which goes into this, and a KLM 747 which is in a KLM Asia livery, but it is what it is. I think that's the only one we have in the airplane set. But I wanted to get a KLM 747 in there. Again, I kind of checked this out. Everything should load in. It's not kind of a crazy schedule. I've loaded a couple of smaller jets in there, but the rest of it's kind of 7.3s coming from mainland America or Canada, and then we've got the Air France and the KLM that come in as well. The thing with majority of these is when they do land, they do have to backtrack, so we do need a bit of gaps in between arrivals and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know how it's going to work. I've not actually played this yet. I've tested it to kind of load it and make sure everything loads, but yeah, we'll kind of see how it works. So what we're going to do for the departures is we'll use runway 10 for kind of our main config, but then what we might have to do is take the KLM off runway 28, just because of the terrain and stuff that go in there, and then yeah, kind of like we'll figure it out as we get through it, I think, with some of the other ones. So I believe the Air France and the KLM generally take off from runway 28. But I'll just quickly check like how the 321 Neos and stuff do it. The 321 Neos and that can still take runway 10. They do a direct right turn. So we'll do the same thing for us today. So I kind of explained the schedule a little bit as we load in, but we'll start getting loaded in just so we can get stuff. It shouldn't take too long to load this because it is only a small schedule. So all I've done here is just basically go into Excel, create an hour to go for the 11 AM. Took a couple of the cargo stuff, which is smaller jets and stuff like that, which should spawn in. And then kind of built in my KLM, built in my Air France, took like American, JetBlue, all the standard stuff that fly into Sint Maarten, and then do that, and then just took a few of the general smaller planes. There's only like probably 5 to 10 of that. We have a duplicated call sign, which I forgot to check, but that doesn't do much anyway. I will just pause it just to get everything set up. We'll have a quick look around. You can see there's a few aircraft outside of the window here, and you can see the Air France over there. Should be in the old livery. But yeah, deroute and ideas is very, very simple for today. Yeah, again, it's only a small airport, this. We will probably just play from F7 here. We do have F8, which is fine down here. We have F9 here, which we might get a capture of the 7-4 coming in. And then we do have F10 over here. So you can see there's not really too much of these smaller planes. Normally all this is fully stacked up down here of all these props and private jets and stuff like that. But we've only got like 1 or 2 today. The majority are coming out of the terminal. So we've got a nice JetBlue A321neo. American Max 8, Air France 330-200. We've got a Delta 76, Delta 75. We have one open gate there, which is good because that's where the KLM should be parking. Another Delta here, which is, I don't know why there is 2, and then a United, and then we do have, I don't even know that was a parking position, but yeah, apparently that's a parking position as well. And then there's another one next to it, so this must be B5 and B6, which I couldn't actually find. And then we've got 2, well, we've got an Air Transat and then a WestJet as well. Pretty cool. So as I said, we're going to be using runway 10. This is where all this cargo stuff here, you can see they're just like little small prop stuff, so it's fine. But yeah, everything's going to be coming down to full length for that. And then what we'll have to do is, because the 330, so what they do in real life is they depart here, and then once they reach like 200 feet, they make an immediate right turn, flash straight over this way, climb out that way, and then circle, like come back on themselves. So that's what the 321s and the maxes and stuff will do. Because a 330 and a 74 can't do that, we're going to have to do that from here. So let me just check. I'm going to set a camera to here. We're going to set that to F8 so then we can come back and have a look at that after. So we'll get going. Again, it's not going to be crazy busy compared to what we usually play, but this looks like a great setup for what we do. So there's about 40 something movements, which is still pretty reasonable to say we've got a single runway and we're going to have to backtrack. So that's the most important thing here, is we're going to have to backtrack some of our or all of our arrivals, which aren't the smaller planes, and yeah, and then we have like one cancelled one, and then we had a duplicated scroll center by about 40 movements. And I do have something special to end, which comes in at the 11:50 hour. 11:50 time. So we'll see. Kind of. Hopefully we get that. There's more arrivals than departures. If we look at departures wise, we have 1, 2. Yeah, it gets interesting once we have to try and backtrack the 330 and the 74. But the 330 goes quite quickly. The 74 comes out quite late, I think. So it's not too bad. We'll get some of these moving. I'm pretty sure you guys should be able to see everything, so that's fine. And then, yeah, kind of obviously directional wise, we're just going to be pushing base stuff wherever we go. Windward 5748 approved, expect runway 10. The big thing right now is keeping an eye on our arrivals. If we have 2 arrivals, so I'm going to leave it on 5 nautical miles just because I feel like we're going to need to. What was I say? If we have 2 right close to each other, what we're probably going to have to do is just taxi the Air France to here. And then, yeah, kind of obviously wait until we do anything. So the Windward can come off at Charlie here. Oh, we have a Windward arriving, so I'm hoping there's quite a few arrivals to start within the first 5 minutes. But yeah, kind of a great lineup of aircraft that. JetBlue 642 pushback approved. Expect runway 10. My bad, I forgot to turn the game volume on. Just done that now. You can be able to hear everything now.
Juliana Tower, Windward 1612 on final 10.
2 Windwards to start. Windward 6, nope. Windward 1612, runway 10, continue approach. See if we can get him out
runway
first.
10, Roger. Windward 1612.
Windward 5748, runway 10 at Delta. So I think that is a 76. We do have a 76 in the schedule, so we have a 75 and a 76. We do have an Amerijet 76 cargo that's due as well, but I don't know whether that's actually going to come in. Let me have a look at my arrival board. AJT. Doesn't look like it's added it, unfortunately. So we'll stick with the 74. Yeah. Windward 5748, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Turn right, heading 180.
Runway 10,
What is, I'm trying to think now. They're going to be going there. Yeah, probably is 180. Probably 160. Delta 76, pushback approved, expect runway 10. Where the Air France is going to have to wait. What's SNC? Night Cargo 277 Nana, pushback approved, expect runway 10. He's going to push onto the taxiway, isn't he?
Pushback approved, expect runway 10.
And here comes Air France. I don't think we can backtrack and wait at the end of the runway either. So if someone's there, they technically block they block the runway. We can get some of these departures out anyway in between them 2 arrivals, and hopefully we can get the Air France out. We've got to send people around. We've got to send people around. It is what it is. Windward 1612, runway 10, cleared to land. Exit at taxiway Echo.
Runway 10, cleared to land, exit at taxiway Echo. Windward 1612.
So JetBlue's ready to go. He's probably going to push into him, but it is what it is with this game. I don't know, it just made 2 Two stands up there, I think. The air front is definitely not going to fit past him. I'm sure he's just clipped his wing, but never mind. So he's not going to make a right turn until he reaches 500. So that's fine. Let's go and have a quick look at how he's doing that turn. So he's just turned straight into the cliffs. So that's all fun. But we'll just pretend that doesn't happen.
Juliana Tower, windward 7676 on final 10.
Windward 7676, runway 10, clean. Ah, that's fine. Night cargo 2779, runway 10. Delta 76, runway 10 via Alpha. JetBlue 642, runway 10 via Alpha.
Runway 10, cleared to land. Windward 7676.
Night cargo 2779, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Just gonna send him, he should be able to get out.
Runway 10, night cargo 2779.
So we have the Air France, but then there's no more departures until...
Runway 10 via Alpha, JetBlue 642. Runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Night cargo 2779.
16, so yeah, we do have time to get the Air France out.
Night cargo 2779 are ready to taxi.
Air France 721 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 28.
Pushback approved, expect runway 28. Air France 721 Heavy.
Yeah, I'll try building the timings to make sure we have the time. So we have a lovely KLM 747 on its way in. And then we do have like a 4 or 5 minute gap. The thing with the KLM is the KLM is going to have to come in via here as well. So the KLM might actually have to go around if we don't get him out before the KLM comes in. Because the KLM's got to vacate here. I don't think they can come down here. Let's have a think. What else have we got landing first? So we've got two windwards. Then the KLM 74 is technically due in at 11:08. Right now it's 11:08, so can't see it, but it's probably going to come in any minute. We'll get the Delta out, then we'll get the windward down, and then we'll go for the Air France after that. Delta 76, runway 10, line up and wait.
Runway 10, line up and wait. Delta 76.
Nice little prop planes.
Juliana ground. Air France 721 Heavy ready to taxi.
Air France 721 Heavy, runway 28 via Charlie.
Runway 28 via Charlie. Air France 721 Heavy.
Windward 1612, taxi to ramp.
Taxi to ramp. Windward
Delta 76, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. JetBlue 642, runway 10, line up and wait. Get them two out.
Runway 10, cleared for
Beautiful
immediate takeoff
757-200 from Delta here. And then we've got a nice JetBlue 321 Neo next to it as well.
JetBlue 642.
Windward 7676, exit at taxiway Echo.
Exit to taxiway Echo. Windward 7676.
Yeah, we've got the Air France. Well, this is going to be interesting, isn't it? Because Air France has got to take off, and we just need to make sure there's no one on approach as well, because he's going to fly straight into him. What we'll probably do is just make him do a left turn immediate. So be left turn facing, heading 180. Delta 76, turn right, heading 180.
Turn right, heading 180. Delta 76.
JetBlue 642, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
remediate
I mean, they
takeoff
can
on
climb
reaching
above that.
altitude 1000. Contact departure.
We're gonna have a look how far off the... I mean, it's kind of what we do. There's a JetBlue. We are gonna have to wait for the Windward to land, and then we can get him backtracked. So we have KLM due, we have an Air Transat due, and also a United Max due in the next few minutes. Sometimes when you do get the smaller planes, it does have a little bit of a gap for the arrivals. But yeah, hopefully we do get everything in this video. I'm expecting to. It's not going to be kind of one of them where it's just one in, one out. JetBlue 642, turn right heading 180.
Turn right heading 180. JetBlue 642.
We'll give him the heading as well. There goes his turn. Then we'll get the Air France backtracking in a moment. Come on, Windward. We're waiting. We've got another cargo plane ready to go. I think it's this guy here, which will be going in a few moments. He will have a little bit of a delay, but we can get him off at Bravo as well. Hopefully. Yeah, it should give us the opportunity to backtrack Air France and then depart Air France, and then hopefully we'll get the KLM coming in after that. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little airport, this, isn't it? You can play around with it, create these kind of little custom schedules. Something a little bit different. These smaller planes do take forever sometimes. Windward 7676, exit at Taxiway Echo. Can't remember if I've done that.
Exit to Taxiway Echo. Windward 7676.
But yeah, we've got, in terms of a few other departures, our next departure isn't till... main departure is probably American, which is at 22. We do have a good like 7 or 8 minutes wait for the next one, but that's what we need. I did that to give us a little bit of a gap, just to make sure we had a gap between this, and then the same afterwards once the KLM goes. There is a United that goes about 5 minutes after it, but after that it's another 5 minutes until the next one goes, so we'll just have to hold the United for like a few minutes. Here comes the next plane, little prop that's going to land as well. I mean, he's always aiming right for that touchdown zone, but they can definitely land earlier than that. Air France 721 heavy cross runway 10. I think that's what you have to give him, and then we'll go back track.
Runway 10. Air France 721 heavy.
Windward 7676, taxi to ramp.
Taxi to ramp. Windward 7676.
He's going to go straight in there. That's a great view, that, isn't it? It's an absolute beautiful view of the Air France crossing. Here it comes. We have an American on approach next. Air France 721 heavy, runway 28, line up and wait.
Runway 28, line up and wait. Air France 721
We
heavy.
have a view from here as well. So that's a great view. I've never done this, so it's certainly something new for me. No, we do just have just about enough time, I think, until the next arrival comes in. Oh, wrong camera. I mean, at least the taxi at a reasonable speed. I remember when I did this at Manchester and they were taxiing really, really slowly.
Juliana ground. St. Maarten 8167 with information November. Ready to start.
Where are you then? Sint Maarten 8167 approved. Expect runway 10. You can start, but you're going to have a wait for
Approved. Expect runway 10.
5-10
St.
minutes.
Maarten 8167.
Okay, Francis coming. He should just spin around and line up runway 28. I mean, I can't wait for the 740 to come in. It's going to be beautiful.
Tower, American 2641 on final 10.
American 2641, runway 10, continue approach.
Runway 10, roger. American 2641.
American. Airfan 721 heavy, runway 28, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure, turn left, heading 180.
Runway 28.
Right.
Clear for immediate takeoff on reaching
Airfan
altitude
721 heavy,
1000.
turn right, heading
Contact
180.
departure. Turn left heading 180. Air France 721 heavy. Turn right
Here he
heading
goes.
180. Air France 721 heavy.
Juliana ground. St. Maarten 8167.
Beautiful
ready to taxi.
sound. Oh, that sounds amazing. There we go, he's rolling. Watch it from here. It looks so good. I put it in the retro livery as well. Then grab it from the tower. See how much of the runway it uses. And how much that 7.4 is going to use as well. There we go. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That was beautiful. I caught it a little bit too late, but that's what I wanted to capture. From down here. There he goes. And he should start turning left any second now. Sorry, right. I did send him right. It should have been left, shouldn't it? F1 721 every turn right, heading 360.
Turn right heading 360. Air France 721
There he
heavy.
goes. And just as we do that, we see KLM 36 heavy coming in for approach on the ID bright. American 2641, runway 10, continue approach. Sint Maarten 8167, runway 10 at Charlie. Sint Maarten 8167, runway 10 at Charlie.
Runway 10, roger.
Can we get him out
264.
before the American? Because the American's going to have to
Runway
backtrack and
10.
come in via Charlie.
Roger. St. Maarten 8167.
That was such a
Runway
beautiful
10
departure
at
from that
Charlie.
Air France.
St. Maarten 8167.
That would be so good to watch in real life. Don't know whether we're going to be able to get him out. If he hurries up, we will. Sint Maarten 8167, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. St. Maarten 8167.
Yep, should have just enough time. The Transat and the American have started boarding as well. The American's there, the Air Transat's there. I'll bring them both down here. Oh,
Juliana ground. Seabreeze 7882 with information November. Ready to start.
Seabreeze 7882 approved, expect runway 10.
Approved. Expect runway 10. Seabreeze 7882.
Here goes another little plane. This is really fun. Quite enjoying playing this one. So here goes the small Sint Maarten plane. We'll get Seabreeze out after American. And then the KLM's in. So there he goes. American 2641, runway 10, cleared to land.
Runway 10, clear to land. American 2641. Juliana Tower, KLM 36 heavy on final 10.
KLM 36 heavy, runway 10, continue approach.
Runway 10, roger. KLM 36 heavy.
Yeah, we should be able to get our departure out. Depends how quick American backtracks. Comes the Americans. We're gonna have a look at it from it's down here, isn't it? Wow, what a view that is. Wait till the 7-4 comes in a moment. There it is. Beautiful. This guy ready? He's going full length. Great.
Julia on the ground. American 7710 with information November. Requesting push and start.
He's just gonna have to wait a moment.
Juliana ground. Seabreeze 7882 ready to taxi.
Seabreeze 7882, runway 10.
Runway 10.
American 2641, taxi to terminal via Delta. I don't know whether he can take Delta,
Taxi
that's
to
the
terminal
thing.
via Delta. American 2641.
I mean, if he can take Echo, it's just saying Charlie. American 2641, taxi to terminal via Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Echo. American 2641.
He's doing a spin around up here. Don't stop, keep going. They can come off at Echo, nice. CV 7881, runway 10, line up and wait.
Runway 10, line up and wait. Seabreeze 7882.
American 7710, pushback approved, expect runway 10.
Pushback approved, expect runway 10. American 7710.
I need him to hurry up. Come on. Taxi quicker, please. Should be alright. This is only a small plane. Still lining up yet anyway. I don't know whether they actually take that in real life. My guess is they just backtrack to Charlie because they're not going to be busy. But yeah, as soon as he's vacated the runway, we'll get this guy rolling.
Juliana ground. Air Transat 4310 with information November. Requesting
This is
push
going to
and
be quite
start.
close. I don't really want to send a 747 around. Come on, American. Ah, we're fine. Seabreeze 7882, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
Runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Seabreeze 7882.
There we go. Don't know whether we'll be able to get another departure out in between the next two arrivals, but we'll see. We'll get American taxied down. He's coming in to
Juliana
Charlie
ground. American
5.
7710 ready to taxi.
American 7710, runway 10 via Alpha.
Runway 10 via Alpha.
Here goes.
7710.
KLM 367, runway 10, cleared to land. We have to go and watch this from down here.
Runway 10. Cleared to
We
land.
have to watch it
KLM
from down here.
36 heavy.
Just look at it from here. Oh, it looks so good. Even just if we go into the tower and look at it from in the tower. Imagine seeing that. That would have been so cool. Here it is. The beautiful 747. So listen to that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Air Transat 4310, pushback approved, expect runway 10.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 10. Air Transat 4310.
Still going quite quick there. Gonna have to slam these brakes on. Wow. KLM 36 Heavy taxi to terminal via Charlie.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie. KLM 36 Heavy.
That's it, stopping position.
Juliana Tower, Air Transat 741 on final 10.
Air Transat 741 runway 10, continue approach.
Runway 10, roger. Air Transat 741.
Sorry, there's F10 that we were looking at. I'm not going to line him up yet, just because I don't know how long this is going to take for the KLM to backtrack. Got a few more departures ready to go as well. Don't know if any of them will use middle turn cycle. Oh, we'll see. Wow, just look at it. That's such a good view.
Juliana Ground, iconic 3606 with information November, requesting push and start.
Juliana Ground. Air Transat 4310 ready to taxi.
Air Transat 4310, runway 10. Iconic 3606, pushback approved, expect runway 10.
Runway 10. Air Transat 4310.
Comes the KLM.
Pushback approved, expect runway 10. Iconic 3606.
Yeah, we'll have time. American 7710, runway 10, line up and wait. I want to see it from this angle.
Runway 10. Line up and wait. American 7710.
There's our American lining up.
Juliana Ground, iconic 3606 ready to taxi.
Okay, let's get to do this again. American 7710, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Turn right, heading 360.
Runway 10. Cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Turn right heading 360.
Air Transat 4310, runway 10, line up and wait. I'm going for it. Iconic 3606, runway 10 via Alpha.
Runway 10. Line up and wait. Air Transat 4310.
Runway 10, via Alpha. Iconic 3606.
That was so beautiful. We will see that KLM depart as well at some point. The Delta 76 is getting boarded soon, hopefully. There goes the American. Air Transat 4310, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure, turn right, heading 180.
Runway 10. Cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Turn right heading 180. Air Transat 4310.
There goes our American.
Juliana Ground, United 833 with information November, requesting push and start.
We get United pushed in a moment once this VistaJet, I think it is. Cool little looking plane. There goes Air Transat back to Montreal. And the other Air Transat is on its way. One Air Transat goes, one arrives. I don't know when this one was meant to arrive. It was meant to arrive like 20 minutes ago. Air Transat 741, runway 10 cleared to land. So what I tried to do with the schedule was get the arrivals in and then the departures be the arrivals. But I think like the way the 76s work, that just hasn't happened. United 833 pushback approved, expect runway 10. WestJet 870 pushback approved, expect runway 10. Air Transat 741 exit at taxiway middle turn circle.
Pushback approved, expect runway 10.
I don't think it can.
Pushback approved, expect runway 10. WestJet 870.
Negative. Unable to land to this runway. The runway is too short for landing. Air Transat 741.
Iconic 3606 runway 10 line up and wet.
Runway 10.
Air Transat 741 taxi to terminal via Echo. I'll bring him off at Echo because I do have a few departures I do want to get out here.
Transat 741.
So after the WestJet, our next departure after that is the JetBlue, which is 38, so another 5 minutes. Then the KLM will go after that. Yeah, the video should be ending on the surprise, which I have arrival for 11:50, but yeah, we still have like 4 aircraft which are late, so I don't know whether we are going to be able to get all of them in. I really hope we can, because I do want to get the arrivals in. It's these smaller planes that do it. I think the next arrival is the last small plane that we have. Let me have a look. So SNC is in next. After that, we have one more, which is at 48.
Juliana ground. United 833 ready to taxi.
United 833, runway 10.
Runway 10. United 833.
WestJet 870, runway 10. Couple of Maxes. I think a lot of them send the Maxes now, just because they're a lot more fuel efficient, and obviously they're doing reasonable length. They got quite a few hours, I think, down to Sint Maarten from wherever they fly. I think it's like Boston, Newark, from Miami, some of them, but these are going to like Montreal and stuff. Yeah, you'll generally see the Neos and the Maxes get sent. And then Delta still send the 75s. I think I just included a 76. KLM will be sending. Gonna guess they're gonna start sending the 350. I don't know. I think they send the 330 at the minute. Air France send the 330. They're gonna switch out to the 350. I think. Just again, fuel efficiency wise, so much better. But yeah, a few more arrivals on its way. Air Transat is vacating, so hopefully we can try and get all 3 of these departures out before the next arrivals. Iconic 3606, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Turn right, heading 180. United 833, runway 10, line up and wait.
Runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000.
So just going to come in here. The JetBlue is due out in 3 minutes. So yeah, once he's sparked up, we should be able to get the JetBlue out. And then we'll try and get him out between the Night Cargo and then the United. And then the KLM will go. And we're going to try and get the KLM out in between some of these arrivals, which might be quite tough just because of the way that some of these are. Yeah, I was really hoping that we get that at the end, because I do want to end it on the special visitor. United 833, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure, turn right, heading 180. WestJet 870, runway 10, line up and wet.
Runway 10.
F9, isn't it? Yep, here's a WestJet here. I quite like WestJet's new logo.
United 833.
That's such a good view from here, isn't it?
Line up and wait. WestJet 870.
Danger blast. Night Cargo 216, runway 10, clear to land.
Runway 10, cleared to land. Night Cargo 216.
There goes the United. Beautiful. Give it a second, then we'll get the WestJet moving. I mean, we've got a car moving, but the tyres don't move. That's always pretty cool.
United 763 on final 10.
WestJet 870, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Turn right, heading 180. That sound is so good.
On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Turn right heading 180. WestJet 870.
So, the air transit is here. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with the KLM, because we're going to have to try and get him to backtrack somehow. Don't know how we're going to get the arrivals in. What I might have to do is face him north, get the arrivals in, and then taxi him out after the JetBlue, maybe. That's JetBlue 4290, which is 20 minutes late.
Juliana Ground, JetBlue 932 with information November, requesting push and start.
JetBlue 932, pushback approved, expect runway 10.
Pushback approved, expect runway 10. JetBlue
Due out in
932.
5 minutes, the KLM. Might have to delay it by 5 just to get a few of these in. Depends where these guys are parking. United's parking there, and JetBlue is parking... He's parking there, which is... we're going to have to get him on at Charlie. Night Cargo 216, exit at taxiway Charlie.
Negative. Unable to land to this runway. The runway is too
Okay.
short for landing.
Night Cargo 216, exit at taxiway Delta.
Negative. Unable to land to this runway. The runway is too short for landing. Night Cargo 216.
Night Cargo 216, runway 10, clear to land, exit at taxiway Echo.
Runway 10, cleared to land. Exit at taxiway Echo. Night Cargo 216.
Juliana Tower, JetBlue 4290 on final 10. Juliana Ground, JetBlue 932 ready to taxi.
JetBlue 932, runway 10 at Bravo. You're just going to have to send you, unfortunately.
Runway 10 at Bravo, JetBlue 932.
I need to get him out in between these next two. Otherwise I won't get it out. Where's WestJet parking? Parking there. So again, it's behind the KLM. Yeah, I can get the JetBlue out. Probably could have taken full length there, to be honest, but I do want to get him out in between these two. JetBlue 932, runway 10, line up and wait.
Runway 10, line up and wait.
I mean, I don't even know if we have enough room to backtrack, like, with United. We're getting him off at Echo. I'm hoping he can just quickly make this turn here. Skid off the runway like they always do. Oh, he's got loads of space. JetBlue 932, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure, turn right, heading 180. Night Cargo 216, taxi to ramp.
Runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Turn right heading 180. JetBlue 932.
Taxi to ramp. Night Cargo 216.
Juliana Tower, WestJet 2461 on final 10.
United 763, runway 10, clear to land, exit at taxiway middle turn circle. United 763, runway 10, clear to land.
Negative, dim of the air. United 763. Runway 10, clear to land. United 763.
Beautiful.
Juliana ground. KLM 812 heavy with information November. Requesting push and start.
He wants to go. I mean, it's probably the quickest 747 turnaround you'll ever see, but I don't know whether we're going to be able to get him out yet, so he's just going to have to wait for that WestJet to land, I think. Ideally, though, we'd have him lining up once the WestJet lands, so... Do we push him now? Yeah. KLM 812 heavy, pushback approved, facing east. We're going to have to vacate him at Echo and just get him to hold short.
KLM 812 heavy.
There's no chance that that JetBlue's getting down. United 763 taxi to terminal via Echo. Let me see if he'll wait at the end of the runway.
Taxi to terminal via Echo. United 763.
United 763 hold position.
Negative, I'm landing. United 763.
Let's try it. United 763 hold position. JetBlue 4290, runway 10, clear to land. Let's see if he goes. I don't know whether this is going to work.
763.
Just because he's kind of on the
Runway 10,
runway.
cleared to land. JetBlue 4290.
We'll see. If not, we'll backtrack him and then get the WestJet landing, and then we'll get the KLM. If we've got to send the VistaJet round, we have to send the VistaJet round. We need to get KLM out. There's not that many more departures now anyway. I think after the KLM, there's a United and a Delta, and that's about it. But we're going to second the Delta off runway 10 just because we're not going to be able to get our landings in otherwise. Let's see if he lands. If he doesn't, we'll get him continuing straight away.
Juliana ground. KLM 812 heavy ready to taxi.
United 763, continue taxi. JetBlue 4290, go around, turn right, heading 200.
Continue taxi. United 763.
KLM's going to have to wait.
Go around.
JetBlue 4290, contact departure.
JetBlue 4290.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's just, they don't backtrack quick enough.
JetBlue 4290. Good day.
Juliana Tower, iconic 1581 on final 10.
Juliana ground. JetBlue 4290 is going around. There is traffic on the runway.
Come on, United, hurry up. Iconic 1581, continue approach.
Roger. Iconic 1581.
WestJet 2461, runway 10, clear to land. The KLM's going to have to wait till after the Iconic.
WestJet 2461.
But I can probably get the Iconic off at middle turn circle, so we can get him out between the two Iconics. United's coming in here, so we're going to get the United in. Then we're going to get WestJet, and we're going to hold him short of Charlie. And then we can get the Iconic off at Echo as well. And then we'll get KLM backtracking. Okay, it's going to be quite an interesting one. But, yeah. We know you need pretty much 2 landings lengths. But that's going to be, I mean, even that's quite close. Not that close, but yeah. United, we'll get United in. KLM's just going to have to sit there revving its engines, which, I mean, it's a nice noise, but not very fuel efficient. Okay, here comes WestJet. Have a look. Oh, got the wrong one selected. I mean, this was another one that ideally we'd have the WestJet land and then depart, which is what I set it up. But we've had a departure and then the arrival comes in because the arrival's late. So yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? It's all about playing around with these schedules. WestJet 2461, taxi to terminal via Echo. KLM 812 heavy, runway 28 via Charlie.
Taxi to terminal via Echo. WestJet 2461.
KLM 812 heavy, runway 28 via Charlie.
Unable to take off from this runway. The runway is too short for takeoff. KLM 812 heavy.
Huh?
Unable to take off from this runway. The runway is too short for takeoff. KLM 812 heavy.
KLM 812 heavy, runway 28. No?
Unable to take off from this runway. The runway is too short
I've
for
pushed him
takeoff.
facing
KLM
that way.
812 heavy.
KLM 812 heavy, runway 10.
Unable to take off from this runway. The runway is too short for takeoff. KLM 812 heavy.
Well, what runway can you take off from then?
Juliana Tower. Iconic 619 final 10.
KLM 812 heavy, runway 28.
Unable to take off from this runway. The
There you go.
runway is too short for takeoff.
I found a
KLM
bug
812
for
heavy.
you, Fielder, because we're stuck. We can't take him off.
Juliana ground, United 6181 with information November.
So-
Requesting push and start.
To be very, very unfortunate here, very unfortunately, you're going to have to delete a 747. So you can land a 747, but you can't take one off. Because it doesn't let me. KLM 812 heavy, runway 10 via Charlie, runway 28.
Unable to take off from this runway. The
Can't do
runway
it.
is too short for takeoff. KLM 812 heavy.
That's very, very unfortunate, isn't it? This is going to be very, very close. We might have an iconic go around here. Because they take so long to backtrack. Iconic 1581, runway 10, clear to land. Exit at taxiway mid-turn circle.
Runway 10, clear to land.
Think we're
Exit
alright.
taxiway mid-turning circle. Iconic 1581.
Should be alright. Actually. That's a bit annoying. I wanted to see that go. Maybe I have to raise that. Don't know if anyone else has ever tried that. Let me know if you guys have tried that in the schedule. Probably something to do with runway length and it doesn't let you do it. Again, it is a short runway, but in real life they used to just send it and give it like full toga and stuff. So, let's have a look. Arrivals wise, we're running about 10 minutes late, so hopefully we can just keep these moving. The iconics should both be able to get out via mid-turn cycle, and then the one after it should be able to get out, so that's good. The next one, quite cool little jet seas. Oh, we get United pushed in a minute. We just need to wait for this WestJet to taxi past because he'll be pushing onto the main taxiway here. Iconic 1581 exit at taxiway Echo.
Exit at taxiway Echo. Iconic 1581.
Nice. Iconic 6194 runway 10 clear to land exit at taxiway Echo. Iconic 1581 taxi to terminal. Even though it's a ramp. United 6181 pushback approved. Expect runway 10. He's coming in here.
Runway 10, clear to land. Exit at taxiway Echo. Iconic 6194.
Yeah, the Delta 76 is going to go as well. We will just send him via.
Expect runway 10.
I mean, he's just connecting to Tug now, so he should be ready to go in about 30 seconds.
C6066 on final 10.
So it's Seabreeze 6006, which is a 48 approach, which is on time. We have a United that's late, Delta that's late, Spirit Wings that's late, JetBlue that's late, and an ExecJet that's late, and an American that's late. So yeah, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're still at 6 aircraft which we're missing until my surprise. Hopefully we can get them in. How long have we been playing? We'll keep it going for another 10-15 minutes. We got the Delta out anyway, then we've got a sea breeze departure, so we'll let's try and get these arrivals in. We can always speed it up times 2 if we need to. Delta 910 heavy pushback approved, expect runway 10. I'm guessing
Unable to take off from this runway.
he can't go either.
Runway is too short for takeoff. Delta 910 heavy.
Oh, the heavies can't go. Delta 910 heavy pushback approved, expect runway 28. No, he can't go either.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 10. Delta 910 heavy. Unable to take off from this runway. The runway is too short for takeoff. Delta 910 heavy.
So unfortunately we can't send him either.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 28. Delta 910 heavy.
Doesn't let me do it. We're going to speed this up a little bit just because of want to see the arrivals really now. It's slightly annoying. I mean, at least we saw the 330 go. United 6181 runway 10.
Runway 10. United 6181.
Yeah, we're just going to run this at 2 times a minute just to see if I can get that arrival in. If not, we will just end it there. Iconic 61901 taxi to ramp.
Taxi to ramp. Iconic 61904.
TV 6066 runway 10 clear to land.
Runway 10, clear to land. Seabreeze 6066.
We'll go 4 times.
Juliet ground. Blackfin 90058 with information November. Ready to start.
Blackfin 9058 approved, expect runway 10. United 6181 runway 10, line up behind next landing aircraft. Seabreeze 6066, take next available exit on left.
Approved, expect runway 10.
We have another Seabreeze coming in. Didn't realise we had 2.
Runway 10.
Oh no, this is the 54, which is the Blackfin. So we'll see what happens after the Blackfin, hopefully we get the rest of them.
Seabreeze 6066.
Blackfin 9058 runway 10 at Bravo.
Runway 10 at Bravo. Blackfin 9058.
Yeah, could probably
Juliet
push this up to 8.
Blackfin 9058 ready to taxi.
Seabreeze 6066 taxi to ramp. Blackfin 9058 hold position. United 6181 runway 10 cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000 contact departure. Seabreeze 6066 taxi to ramp.
Command property error. Seabreeze 6066.
Blackfin 9058 continue taxi. Runway 10 Alpha. Seabreeze 6066 taxi to terminal. No, we're going to miss one.
Hold position. Blackfin 9058.
Oh, I missed it. My bad. Blackfin 1507 go around. Blackfin 1507 contact departure. Blackfin 9058 runway 10 cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000 contact departure.
Runway 10. Clear for
Blackfin
immediate takeoff on
6066
reaching
taxi to
altitude
ramp
1000.
via Alpha.
Contact departure. United 6181.
Seabreeze 6066 taxi to ramp via Alpha. Oh, we're going to delete him as well because he's
Taxi
broke.
to ramp. Seabreeze 6066.
Because he just decided to
Continue
taxi
taxi.
to the
Runway
grass.
10 at Alpha.
So that didn't
Blackfin
work.
9058.
Few glitches here.
Taxi to terminal.
okay.
Seabreeze 6066.
JetBlue 4290 runway 10 clear to land exit at taxiway mid-turn circle.
Go around. Blackfin 1507. Departure on 128.95.
United
Blackfin
149 runway
1507.
10 clear to land exit at taxiway mid-turn circle.
Runway 10, clear for immediate takeoff. On reaching
Okay,
altitude
we've got the
1000.
Delta 349
Contact
coming in.
departure. Blackfin 9058.
JetBlue 2490 taxi to terminal via Echo.
Taxi to ramp via Alpha. Seabreeze 6066.
Depends how quick he is.
Runway 10.
Probably
clear
gonna be a
land.
go around.
Exit at taxiway mid-turning circle. JetBlue 4290.
Depends how quick he is.
Runway 10.
Come on,
Clear to
JetBlue.
land. Exiting taxiway mid-turn and circle.
Come on, JetBlue.
United 149.
Come on, JetBlue.
Taxi to terminal via
Have we
Echo.
done it?
JetBlue
We've done it.
4290.
Nice. Delta 349 heavy runway 10 clear to land. United 149 a taxi to terminal via Echo. Okay, we've got Spirit
Runway
Wings, which is
10,
late.
clear to land.
Got
Delta
JetBlue.
349er heavy.
Probably go a little bit
Taxi
quicker.
terminal via Echo. United 149.
Sorry to just randomly speed this up.
On tower. Blackfin 1507 on final 10. Juliana Tower. JetBlue 4290 on final
JetBlue
10.
6631, runway 10, cleared to land, exit at taxiway mid-turn circle. JetBlue 6631, runway 10, cleared to land, exit at taxiway mid-turn circle. Delta 349, a heavy taxi to terminal via Echo.
Negative. Invalid direction. JetBlue 6631.
JetBlue 6631, runway 10, cleared to land, exit at taxiway mid-turn circle. JetBlue 6631, runway 10, cleared to land.
Negative.
JetBlue
Unable to
6631,
land
go
this
around,
runway.
contact
The
departure.
runway is too short for landing. JetBlue 6631.
Exit jet 628, runway 10, cleared to land, exit taxiway Echo.
Taxi to terminal. The Echo. Delta 349er heavy.
Seabreeze 1507, runway 10, cleared to land. Blackfin 1507, runway 10, cleared to land, exit at taxiway Delta.
Negative. Unable to land to this runway. The runway is too short for landing. JetBlue 6631. Negative. Altitude
Exit jet
is low.
628, taxi to
JetBlue
ramp.
6631.
Exit jet 628, taxi to ramp.
Runway 10, clear to land. Exit at taxiway Echo. Exit jet
The
628.
JetBlue's coming back around now. American 762, runway 10, cleared to land, exit at taxiway mid-turn circle.
Runway 10, clear to land. Exit at taxiway Delta. Blackfin 1507.
Blackfin 1507, taxi to ramp.
Negative. I'm on
Okay,
the ground.
we've got the
Exit
JetBlue.
jet 628.
And then there's one more aircraft, and I don't know whether it's going to come in or
Exit
not.
jet 628.
JetBlue 6631, runway 10, cleared to land.
Runway 10, clear to land. Exit at taxiway mid-turning circle. American 762.
I mean, there is
Taxi to
two
ramp.
open gates right there.
Blackfin
So
1507.
American 762, taxi to terminal via Echo. JetBlue's going around again.
Runway 10, clear to land. JetBlue 6631.
Bye bye JetBlue.
Taxi to terminal.
JetBlue
Diego.
6631, contact
American
departure.
762.
Yeah,
Departure on 128.905.
just a bit annoying because I really wanted to see it.
Juliana Tower. United 149er on final 10.
JetBlue 6631, contact departure.
Juliana Tower, Delta 349er heavy on final 10.
There's a
Juliana
Spirit
Tower,
Wings, a JetBlue, and something
6631 on
else.
final 10.
Okay, he's just coming straight back. That's fine.
Juliana Tower, exit jet 628 on final 10.
So just randomly do this. JetBlue 6631, runway 10, cleared to land. I'm gonna give it until after the JetBlue's landed and see if it lets me do it.
6631. Juliana
I don't think it's gonna come in.
762 on final 10.
Slightly
Juliana
annoying.
Tower, JetBlue 6631 on final 10.
Still coming up as late.
Juliana Tower,
JetBlue 6631, taxi to terminal via Charlie.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie. JetBlue 6631. Juliana Ground, Seabreeze 6066. We request a more logical routing.
Okay, we're gonna give it 2 minutes. We'll give it until it goes to 1 PM on the
Juliana
clock.
Ground, Seabreeze 6066. Are you sure this is the most logical routing?
Nope, it's gone off the arrivals list. Very, very annoying. Gutted about that. I should have probably tested it.
Juliana Ground, Seabreeze 6066. Are you sure this is the most logical routing?
So guys, that's going to be the end of this one. As you can see, nothing else is moving. So
Going around JetBlue 6631.
well, I am going to give it another minute, but yeah, I don't think it's going to come in.
Juliana Ground, JetBlue 6631 is going around. There is traffic on the runway.
Yeah, it went round about 4 times. Okay, it's got to 1 o'clock, so we're going to leave it there. Basically, what I did try and do, again, obviously some of the arrivals were a little bit difficult there, just because of the backtrack situation. Slightly annoying we didn't get to see the Delta Heavy or the KLM go. Probably one that Fielder need to fix. I'm guessing it's something to do with aircraft are allowed. Well, sorry, aircraft have limits of runway lengths on this game. So everything's just, it uses X amount of runway, it uses X amount of runway for this aircraft uses a different length, this aircraft uses a different length, and then obviously they set the length of the runways in the config files. Obviously in real life they can do it, because we've seen them do it before, but that's because of the power that they're using. They fully give it to get it up. Obviously with the way the game's configured, it doesn't let us do it, unfortunately. We managed to get it to land, so we still got to see the KLM. But yeah, the surprise at the end, which I tried doing, was a Concorde from Air France. I think it was like 1989 or something I read. A Concorde did land in Sint Maarten once, so I was like, oh, I'll try and put it in as a surprise at the end of the video. Unfortunately, it didn't land. It is in the schedule, but yeah, just, I don't know, something's obviously glitched out for it to not load in. It would have been nice to see, but overall, still a pretty fun video. As I said, I tried limiting the smaller planes. We got a lot of the bigger stuff. The backtracks and stuff like that. I think what could be quite interesting is trying to use runway 28 and backtracking absolutely everything for departure. I'm pretty sure in real life they probably don't use Echo either. They probably use Charlie for everything for backtracks. So obviously with the game we get away with certain things, but yeah, kind of a little bit gutted. I tested the KLM could land, but I didn't test that it could depart. But yeah, we still got to see it, and it was still a very fun video to see. I think. Quite a nice, cool little airport this to have a little bit of fun. It's a bit more of a chilled session for once rather than something a little bit crazy. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. As always, if you do like the content, please do like and subscribe. And if you do have any questions, comments, or feedback, please do let me know in the comments. But for now, thanks so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.